Hello there guys, my name's Michael and in this video I'm going to show you how you can easily learn riffs in just a couple of minutes. Now why should we learn riffs? Well, for a couple of reasons. One is because they're really fun to play and generally instantly recognizable. So if we're playing a guitar riff and anyone's listening, they're probably going to be able to tell what it is, provided we're actually doing a good job of playing it. Secondly is that they're often associated with rhythm guitar, so they're very good to help us develop our timing and our sense of rhythm. The third reason is because they are a lot of fun, and generally because they're so short and concise and repetitive, we can play them over and over and over in order to help develop our skills. Now there are thousands of riffs that we can learn how to play guitar, and once you know the approach which I'm about to teach you in this video, you can systematically learn them one by one, learn them once, learn them properly, and have them retain in your memory forever, so that every time you go and practice them, you just improve on what you know rather than having to constantly go back and relearn what you're doing. So having said all that guys, let's get into it. So the first riff I'm going to show you is a simplified version of Smoke on the Water. I'm going to show you how to play it on string number 6, and then you can go and take it to another string later on if you want to match the original. So Smoke on the Water sounds like this. Now, it is by no means a complex riff to learn how to play. However, if you're a total beginner, you may find it really challenging to memorize things like that. So the actual learning hack which is going to take place is a process called chunking, whereby we take the riff, we break it down into smaller parts, we work on each part in isolation, and then we come back and we put them all together. And then hopefully that's going to stick in our long-term memory much better. And by practicing and mastering each individual part, when we put it all together, it's just going to sound absolutely fantastic. So let's see this process in action. So the first part of this riff, 0, 3, 5, that's going to be my first chunk. The second chunk is going to be 0, 3, 6, 5. And the third chunk is going to be 0, 3, 5, 3, 0. So we've taken what is normally a long riff, and rather than try and learn the whole thing in one go, which is what I used to do because you just don't memorize it that way, we break it into small chunks and we work on each one in isolation. So I'm going to say 0, 3, 5, and I'll say it and even clap it with the rhythm. 0, 3, 5, 0, 3, 5, 0, 3, 5. So we say it 3 times and then we play it 3 times. 0, 3, 5, and I'll do it again. 0, 3, 5, and one final time. 0, 3, 5, and that is my first chunk down. Now you might want to do it 5 or even 10 times or more. Go with whatever's comfortable, but do it at least 3 times while saying it out loud. Once you've done that, we can move on to chunk number 2, which is going to be 0, 3, 6, 5. So we want to say that 3 times with the rhythm. 0, 3, 6, 5, 0, 3, 6, 5, 0, 3, 6, 5. And once we can do that confidently, we can go and play it. 0, 3, 6, 5. Now it's worth noting at this point that if you can't sing the numbers to the tune and the rhythm of the riff, then you've got no hope of bringing it to life on the guitar. The instrument, until you know what you're doing up here and you can sing it out loud and articulate it, the instrument is just a distraction. And even the word instrument itself, facilitates bringing something into reality. We are bringing the notes and the rhythms and the timing values we hear up here in our mind to life on the instrument. So that's what the purpose of our guitar is. But unless we've got it right up here first, we can't do anything here. So practice that until you can sing 0, 3, 6, 5, and then come back and play it on the guitar. So now we're up to the third and final chunk, which is 0, 3, 5, 3, 0. So basically all you need to do with that is sing it out loud 3 times. 0, 3, 5, 3, 0. 0, 3, 5, 3, 0. 0, 3, 5, 3, 0. And then go and play it 3 times. So there we go, we learned chunk number 1, we learned chunk number 2, we've learned chunk number 3. Now it's time to put it all together. So we're going to take the first chunk, move to the second chunk, the third chunk. And then I want to go ahead and repeat that 3 times, putting it together bit by bit. Now, if you are struggling with any individual parts, just go back and work on those in isolation and then come back and put it all together. But hopefully, by learning it this way, it will much better stick in your long-term memory. So when you go and play guitar tomorrow or a week from now, you pick it up, you don't go, oh, how did Smoke on the Water go? No, you go, and you might might still be a bit rusty because you haven't practiced, but you won't have forgotten how it goes. So then you can dive straight into practicing it, improving it, and making it better. So guys, that is a really simple process that you can use to learn and memorize any guitar riff. It works with really basic ones, it works with really, really complex ones. You just need to break it down into smaller chunks and piece it together bit by bit. Now to summarize, what we did is we took the riff, and I highly recommend you listen to it first. So listen to the actual riff so you can get it in your mind, you understand how it goes, and you can sing along to it. Then you want to break it down into smaller chunks. It could be 1 chunk, it could be 5 chunks, depending on the riff. Just break it down. Then go and learn the first chunk, say it out loud 3 times, sing it and clap it 3 times. Then of course, attempt to play it as many times as you need to get it down and get it comfortable. Repeat the same process with the second chunk, the third chunk, and any subsequent chunks, and then go and put it all together. And that's going to help you learn and memorize and master your riffs much quicker. Now, a last little tip, again, if it's a really, really long riff and it's got lots of complex parts, you might have to learn chunk 1, chunk 2, put them together. Learn chunk 3, chunk 4, put them together. So if you're getting like Metallica Master of Puppets where it's just riff after riff after riff, you just want to break each riff of the song down into smaller parts, piece it together over as many practice sessions as you need. So yes, this will greatly accelerate the rate at which you can learn basic rock guitar riffs, or riffs of any genre for that matter, but some of the big, more complex songs, you just have to put the time into it. However, if you do use this method, it will greatly accelerate the rate at which you learn and in turn, memorize and master the entire song. So thank you so much for watching this. If you found it helpful, please hit that like and subscribe button. Then of course you can keep up to date with future videos we have, which are going to help you hack the guitar and make much more sense of this instrument, get you playing much better, much sooner. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.